even get to cross.
Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I edit and render the videos that I make for my YouTube channel with Movie Studio 13. So if you guys have this or are interested in it, you guys will kind of know a good simple way to use it rather than having to get all in-depth and whatnot, because it's not as complicated as a lot of it may seem. You can get very complicated with it. It's a very good program, but I don't really need to do that for the type of content I produce, so it's perfect for me. There's others out there if you'd like to try them out, but this one's not too expensive and it gets the job done perfectly. So if you want to get it, you can go on to Google or whatever search engine you use and type in Movie Studio 13, and the first link should be directing you right to Sony's website where you can download it. I think it's a 1-week free trial or a 1-month free trial, I'm not really sure, but you can do it that way and try it out, see how you like it, and then afterwards you will have to buy a serial key so that you can use it forever. But anyways, I'm basically going to show you guys the order and how I do everything when I make a video. So the first thing I do is you can either click Add Media right here above this gray box, or you can just open your File Explorer. So I'll show you both right now. So I click Add Media, and you can see my intro is right here. So you just double click that, boom, it's in there. If you don't want to do it that way and you have multiple things you just want to drag and drop in, you can just open your File Explorer, find the folder where those things are located, like my outro, drag it and drop it in there, no problem. So the next thing I do after I've got my intro and outro in there is I go into my files and I open up the video that I have, usually unedited, obviously unedited, especially for this example. So I'll go to my videos, I'll go to my mass storage actions, what I use for my PC, go to video, and then grab this. This is a video that I made for helping a friend use Blender and stuff to make templates and whatnot, which I will also upload as another video. I'm sure I'll probably end up using this as the rendering for that and then render this afterwards, so it's going to be like Renderception. So now that I have all the files I'm going to be using, maybe I'll add a little background music as well. So just go find the music you use. I'm going to use let's use this, let's use Def Kev. Alright, so now what I do is I drag the Movie Studio file right there. So there's my intro, boom, right on the track, in the video track. The audio ends up on the audio track. Then I grab the video itself, place it right there where that yellow dotted line starts appearing, just like that. Scroll to the end, grab my outro, do the same thing. So now, boom, that's essentially the whole video. If you wanted to, you could just click Make Movie and you'd be done. But we're gonna add a music track as well, so let's grab this music file and let's drag it right here. So obviously this is way longer than the actual video. So what we'll do is we'll grab this little blue tab down here, trim it to the end of the video. Now the problem is that when you play the video, you'll hear the music for the intro and the music for the background playing at the same time. That is not something you want. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your music, drag it to the actual start of where you want, just like so, and then grab this and drag it to the end of where you want, just like so. So now everything's going to play correctly. So now you pretty much are done, unless you have some parts you want to edit out, which I do. So you can scroll your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. As you can see, there's this large blank audio gap. That's because when I record, I hit record, wait for 2 seconds, and then start talking. So I need to go right here, click this, click split, click the video itself, hit the delete key on the keyboard, and boom, now it's gone. So now I have that out of the way, and the outro is in the same boat. There's that audio gap right there. Hit split, click that, and delete. So boom, there we go. So now pretty much that's all I usually do for about 90% of my videos. But for this one, I noticed that the gap is still a little bit there, and I want it to be a smoother transition rather than a cut to black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the video, continue holding my mouse button down, and drag it to the left. You notice it scrolls over that right there. So I'm going to grab it to right where the audio ends, which it ends right there, and then let go. That's a transition. What it would normally look like is this. Alright. What it's going to look like now is this. Alright. A little bit smoother of a fade. This intro template had a nice transition anyway, so I really don't have to do that, but the outro is a straight cut to black. So I really do need to do that. So you can see on the outro, it's like that. That's straight cut. Drag it in a little bit. Now it's going to do a nice fade, which is awesome. Again, we don't need the audio going this far because the video is not that long, and we have a track for that anyways with the outro music. So we're just going to grab this. We can actually just delete this fragment, grab that, and then shorten it to where the transition starts. Just like so. So boom. Now my video is done. It's done. I have everything edited down. There's no cuts to be made in the video. You can hit play and watch it all the way through on this little box. There is no way to preview in full screen that I'm aware of, but that's really not a big deal. So say you wanted to add the face cam or a picture-in-picture overlay to your video. Basically, all you're going to do is you're going to come down at the bottom, hit right-click, insert an audio track, and then right-click and insert a video track. So when you do picture-in-picture and face cams, you want them to be the video that's going to be the topmost layer, which is going to be your face cam or picture, on top of what it's going to be on top of. So we put this video track above the actual video because that's where it's going to be. It's going to be above the video. We need the second audio track. That way the audio doesn't get scrambled in between the waves and whatnot, because you won't be able to edit it separately from this audio if it's on the same track, and it's going to make the video jump around and be weird when you're trying to edit it. It's not going to be a fun time. So basically for the video, for like a face cam, let's see, I think I have a random face cam, so why not? We'll just throw one of these in here. So you'll see that the audio, you see the two gray boxes. You see the gray box where my mouse is, and you see a gray box, that black box moving on the audio. We're going to take care of that, but before we do that, since I don't want anything to get moved and messed up, we're going to come over to an open space and drop it there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click, double click it, and you're going to grab the audio and drag just the audio down to that second track. So now the audio is not going to be all scrambled and whatnot, and boom, now you have your second strip of audio. And you can edit it just like you did with split at the bottom and the cropping and all that stuff. It works the exact same way. But you notice that even when I hit play and it still cuts to that, and I'm just a big screen. In order to fix that, what you're going to do is you're going to click it. You're going to come down to this bottom. It says pan and crop. Click that. Use your mouse wheel to zoom out. Grab a corner and stretch it out. And now look up there at the top right. You can see the video of me is now becoming smaller than that video itself. And I can place it wherever I want on the screen, just like that. And now, boom, I come back to here. I hit play again. And now you'll see I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So it's a good time. If you want to do a picture, however, what you're going to do, let's go ahead and remove this. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your pictures folder, and you're going to grab a random picture. This happens to be my wallpaper on my desktop. I do have two monitors. That's why it's so damn wide. All you're going to do is you can leave the video track. It really doesn't matter that it's a video track. It just helps with other things. But you can put this picture right there just like that. And you'll notice we're having an issue with its size. Maybe it's too wide. Maybe, you know, you want to change the size of it. It's going to be the exact same process. You're going to hit pan and crop. Same process, just like that. And you'll notice it gets smaller. I can invert it. I can flip it that way. It works out the exact same as the video did. But say you want it to transition onto the screen, or you want it to move across the screen. We can start it off screen just like this. You see at the bottom, there's a timer and it says position. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick this as the starting point. You're just gonna grab this, slide it down. We'll put it on the 3-second mark, right around the 3-second mark. And now let's move this again. Just like so. Let's put it back at center screen. So now you notice we have this transition at 0 and this transition at 3. Let's hit exit and let's see what that looks like. We're gonna hit play and notice how it's moving now. Reason it's moving is because it has a point A and a point B, and it has those 3 seconds to get from there to there. So the speed of the transition is going to be determined by how long it has to get there. If it has 1 second to get there, it's going to move as fast as it takes it to move 1 second, and 3 seconds, 5 seconds, it's going to move as fast as it has to get there in the time it takes to get from point A to point B. And you can make it do whatever you want as well. So I can, you know, hit pan crop again on it. I can go from the 3-second mark to this, move it like that, go right here, move it like that, go right here and move it like that, and then hit exit. And then now when we hit play, it's gonna act a fool just like that. So that's how you're gonna use it for the pictures and for the face cam and just editing the video in general. I really hope you guys enjoyed. That's the exact process I go through step by step when I make my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Feel free to message me on Facebook and Twitter. Those links will be down in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. And I forgot to show you how to render it and whatnot when you're done. That's my bad. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there right now. I remember because I'm in the middle of editing that very video. All you're going to do is after you're done, you're going to come up to the top right here where it says Make Movie. You can either upload it directly to YouTube from here. I choose not to. I choose to just save it to my hard drive where I have folders full of pre-recorded videos or where I'm waiting on an upload to be done so I can upload this. So I just click Save to my hard drive. You're going to want to make it an MP4. It even tells you what everything is for. For creating internet-ready videos is MP4. MP4 is the highest quality video that you can render from Movie Studio. I used to do WMVs, but it kind of makes the audio sound fuzzy. It's not really a noticeable difference, but if you have your volume loud enough, you can definitely tell a difference. Or if you have good enough speakers, you can. So I always do MP4. You give the video whatever the name's going to be. So let's just call this video. And then you choose exactly where you want to save it. And then you're going to hit your selected folder. And then you're going to hit next. And it's going to tell you we're going to start rendering your video. We'll let you know when it's done. And then when it's done, it'll be in that folder. You can play it, upload it, do whatever you want to do with it. So for real this time, this is the end of the video. If you guys do have any questions, don't forget to ask. And I will see you guys when I see you guys.